Droids! It's the droids shelf. That's my original droid, like R5-D4 in that carrier there. A large size R5-D4 from Hasbro back in the 90s. We've got the red card, green card, and a more modern version of R5-D4. We got a modern R5-D4 just sitting around with the original 3PO and R2. The R2 potato head. Bunch of other, Band-Aids and action figures through the years. And there's a lot more down below. Whoa! But we won't get into those. Hey, it's John, the Vintage Geek, and we're inside the Vintage Geek's toy room. Today we're going to take a look at the Vorgon. Yeah, we're going back in time to 1994. We're going to see the Vorgon, a mysterious alien race from the future. Vorgon gear, the Toxutot artifact, a lithium crystal, hex, and Vorgon scanner. Here is the Vorgon. You get a card with this. It's written all over this. Exclusive card. Exclusive Skybox Playmates collector's card included with each figure. Now, this packaging is terrible. It's all torn up on the corners. It is brown on the bubble. The bubble is brown. It is like poop. It is so bad. And there is a crease in the back. And this card is super faded. It's like it was outside or something in the hot sun. It's telling us that coming this spring, there's going to be Star Trek Deep Space Nine video game for the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo. And there's going to be, from Beyond the Final Frontier, Star Trek Deep Space Nine action figures and accessories. This is from back in the day when they would list like almost every figure on the packaging. So this was really cool. Top-notch packaging here for Playmates. Yes, this is a Playmates figure. The same guys that brought you the Ninja Turtles. You could get a Vorgon action base, stand him up or plug him into his base. A Vorgon is always ready for action. You could get the Vorgon gear, the Toxutot artifact, an ancient weapon which is highly prized by the Vorgon race. Dilithium crystal, a natural resource still in demand by some less technologically advanced civilizations. The Hex, a sophisticated device used by time-traveling Vorgons. And the Vorgon scanner, a futuristic device which scans band levels unavailable to us at the present time. It's for ages 4 and up. Playmates, Paramount. Access granted. Starfleet personal record database printout. Subject, Vorgon. Type, humanoid. Base time continuum, future. Special note, ability to time travel. Species profile, unverified rumors indicate the Vorgons may be a threat to the Federation. Contact with the mysterious Vorgons has been sporadic and unpredictable. The Vorgons claimed original ownership of a deadly weapon, the Tox-Utot. Having come from the future, the Vorgons profess foreknowledge that Captain Picard would discover the Tox-Utot while on an archaeological expedition. A mission team of Vorgons traveled from the 27th century to the 24th century to unsuccessfully prevent the event. Caution should be exercised in all encounters with the Vorgon race. They have no alliance with the Federation. Important note, any contact with this elusive race of beings should be immediately reported to Starfleet. Further access denied. Clearance for Starfleet level 10 only. Alright, that's the Vorgon. Let's get into this. So I opened him up and realized that yes, he was in the hot sun. Because this card is really faded around the edges. As you can see, the yellow is almost gone. And here it's bright yellow! Super colors! So the part that was like protected under the plastic is really bright. So let's get him out of his shell. There are pieces of plastic and stuff disintegrating all over the place here. I have got to clean up my workstation now, because there's just disintegrating plastic everywhere. Alright, we got them all cleaned up, got the Vorgon out. The little pouch that was holding on to the collector's card was just disintegrating. The plastic had completely dissolved. So that's the Vorgon. Here's the dilithium crystal. You can't really hang on to it. The Tox-Utot. And the Hex, a little Vorgon thing used by future people. and the Vorgon scanner, which has no details at all. It's just a pink piece of plastic square. Like, it really has no details. There's no etchings, no buttons, nothing. It's ridiculous. Here is the Vorgon card. Star Trek The Next Generation. The Vorgon. The Vorgon are an advanced alien race known to exist sometime in the future. 2 Vorgon criminals named Ajur and Baratus traveled back in time 300 years in order to retrieve the Toxu Ta, a device invented by Vorgon scientist Cal Dano sometime in the 27th century. Posing as security officers from the future, Ajur and Baratus attempted to prevent Captain Picard from fulfilling history by destroying the artifact, but they were unsuccessful. One thing is certain, they will try again. Playmates, Skybox, yeah. They never did try again, as far as I remember. I don't think there was a second episode with them. These were a one-shot and done, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, I forgot there is a number on the bottom of these. So, look at that. I got less than 100,000. What does it say? One? I don't know. My eyes are going. But I know it's less than 100,000. I'm in the tens of thousands in this guy, you know. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, introducing the most adventurous Star Trek ever. Coming soon, a full line of action figures. Look at that. We're going to have to find all these. And we have classic Star Trek action figures set individually numbered. And there's a limited edition action figures on the original TV show in a display box. I used to have that display box, but now it's gone over the years. I think the plastic broke out of it, and I sold off everything just to, you know, get rid of it instead of moving it all over the country. But this is a really cool collector's checklist. I had no idea I would find something like this inside. It really helps if you are a collector. If you're like either are a collector of these or you want to start collecting these. Like, I really think I'm going to go back. I've got a few figures here and there, but I think I'm going to go back and try to get this whole set because I'm excited by these guys. I'm pretty enamored right now that by this thing, and I really want to go back and get all the characters. This is really cool. This is going to be fun. I can check them off with one of these checklists. I can have a blast here. It's just like old days, just like the old times. So his head turns. We'll go through the articulation. His arm can move 360 degrees around. He's got an elbow joint. This is really stiff. This guy is like brand new. Yeah, we just opened him, you idiot. He's got a bicep twist. I had no idea he's had this much articulation. An elbow, you know, so shoulders, bicep, elbow. He's got head movement, waist. Yeah, let's see. Does that move better? Yeah, waist can move here. Yep, he can move at the waist. And he's got leg movement up and down. He's got no twist in the legs, though. That's all right. His knees bend, and that's it. So just 2 joints for the legs. At the waist there, he can move, and on the knee joint, he can move. So he can sit down pretty good, and that's not bad. You know, enjoy a nice campfire with his friends. His knees bend so he can sit in a chair if you want. He's kind of bow-legged in the chairs. That's not proper, you know, seat etiquette, I don't think. You're not supposed to spread your legs when you're sitting in a chair like that, buddy. But look at the detail in his head. Holy cow. This is some detail. I'm excited by this guy. Vorgon. It's always cool to have aliens. You know, you're just like, oh, I want more alien creatures. So here's the Vorgon with his accessories. He's hanging onto the Tox-U-Tot and the Vorgon scanner, the future scanner thingy device. And then we've got the little hex thing and the dilithium crystal just sitting down next to his feet. He's on the base. And we'll give you a couple 360 spins here just to get a good idea of what this Vorgon looks like in action. Like on display and stuff. I love him. He's great, isn't he? This is so cool. We're going back in time to 1994. Star Trek The Next Generation. I want to go watch this episode now. I'm going to have to find it. Awesome. So there you go, guys. Well, of course. Bling. There we go. Well, guys, thanks a lot for watching. You know, if you like action figures as much as I do, and you like toys and all this stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and up to what came out last week, this is the channel for you. So please hit that subscribe button and follow along. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm glad you stuck through this, and I hope you enjoy these Playmates Star Trek guys as much as I do. I'm going to have to get more of these.